has paid off a little bit. It's given us a little bit of room. Sold one thing yesterday off that sale. Sold a few things today. As author Anthony Brandt has said, other things may change us, but we start and end with family. I've been picking the Commonwealth for 20 years, searching high and low at yard sales, thrift stores, antique malls, garages, and sometimes even barns for treasures I can pass on to new homes through eBay. But now as I watch my little ones growing up before my eyes, I find that my real treasures are right here with me every day. So join us as we pick, flip, and resell on our 2 eBay stores and in our 3 antique booths. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. My name is Kevin and we're in the Commonwealth cabin. And I've been buying a bunch of stuff lately at garage sales, as you probably have seen if you watch the Commonwealth Picker channel. Hey, that reminds me, somebody asked me about my other channel. That happens all the time on the Commonwealth Picker channel. They're like, hey, what is this other channel? And I'm like, hey, Commonwealth Flipper, come on over and you can see what we sell that stuff for that we buy on that other channel. But I've never had anybody ask me on this channel about the other channel. So if you are new to this channel and you don't know about that channel, we're on Commonwealth Picker. And you can see us buying some of this stuff. Almost all of this stuff you can see us buying on that other channel. But I have been buying a lot at garage sales, and I've been buying some bigger items, some glass items, just all kinds of different stuff, and some of it has pretty decent size to it. And I need to get rid of some things. I'm running out of clothes space because I've bought a bunch of clothes lately. I had a huge buy of Under Armour a few months back, and I ended up just storing it away, and now my wife's listing it, and it needs to be hung up. So my system is I hang up the clothes that are listed because they're easy for me to find using the system that I use. And so now I got to sell some of that inventory, those clothes that are kind of backing that up, because I've been buying a few more here and there at garage sales too. So I did something I don't often do, which is put a sale on items that have been in the store for over a year. And a lot of those clothing items, thank goodness, because clothes are long tail. When you put a sale on things that have been in your store for over a year, usually most of those items are clothing, at least they are for me. I'd say clothing is maybe 20 to 30% of my sales is my guess. Not including shoes, which I hate to do shoes. I know people are like, you're crazy, shoes are good money. I know they are. I just don't enjoy doing it. We did sell a pair of shoes today though. Maybe I shouldn't be bad-mouthing shoes. Hey, let's take a look. Speaking of sales item, this one sold I think for right at $8 on sale. And it is a red Thermos Topper. Let me see if I can find it here real quick. I think it's a 30. Number 30. What do you know? And I used to pick these up all the time, and they would sell pretty darn quick. I would pick them up for a quarter, 50. Not just these. I'd pick up the old Thermos stuff, and they weren't in very good shape, and I'd still pick it up anyways because I could take the lid off of it, the cup part on the top, and take this, and I'd sell them separate. And I could make, I could sell them for like 10 bucks a pop. Sell this thing for 10 bucks. And then sell the cup for like 10 bucks. And then ship them first class. And I'm like, hey, that's definitely worth it if I paid $1 for it. But these have really slowed down and have not sold. This one's been in the store for over a year. And it didn't sell. And it sold for 8 bucks, which is 15% off of what I normally listed for. So it's been around for a while. So I'm not going to put the Commonwealth Picker stamp of approval on going out and buying thermoses for $1, the Aladdin thermoses. So you can make a couple bucks on these because you're going to have a bunch of these laying around. I think that was my last one though, so I'll give myself permission to go pick one up. Speaking of small items that I pick up often, this is a Carolina League Baseball, Rawlings, game used, more than likely. And it looks like it. I used to play baseball, played in college, and you can tell balls that have been rubbed up and balls that have been scuffed maybe one time and that's it. It's usually a ball that gets hit out of a ballpark onto the parking lot or something, but this one doesn't even look that bad, so it probably just is a foul ball somewhere that somebody grabbed and kept and sold at their yard sale to me for 50 cents or a quarter, and I sell them for right around 10 bucks. I'll just stick them in a little padded poly envelope. Actually, not even poly. Let me show you. I've been buying these a lot lately. I don't remember the size on this one. There's 2 different sizes. I love these little paper ones. They're really, really cheap, and a ball will fit in there just barely. But it'll fit in there. After, I always wait. I don't put the ball in and then put the label on because it's all funky. I'll put the label on and then put the ball in. And these things will ship out like that because you're not going to break a baseball. And they'll ship out at about 6 ounces, a little bit less than 6 ounces. So at the 8-ounce rate. And so you can get pretty good rates depending on where they're going, but you know, maybe $3.50 or so. And then your fees on that are maybe $1.50. So 4 and you pay a quarter or 50 cents. So you're into it for $4.50. You're making $4.50 to $5.50 in a profit just for one single baseball. So I pick them up all the time, snap a picture, and just see what happens. But I'll make $5 on a baseball, no problem. Now, don't think that every single baseball is going to do that. Those are Carolina League baseballs. Those are basically, if you can find a minor league baseball or a major league baseball, but a minor league baseball in pretty good condition, you can usually make $5 on it. If you ever find a whole bunch of them, buy them all up and sell them as a lot, and you can make some good money. You sell a dozen minor league baseballs used, easily $50. Haven't sold one of these in a while. This is the lowest cost of the Liberty shirts. These are $2 at Walmart. We bought a bunch of them. The small sizes tend to hang around a little bit, so this is a small, and I'm happy it sold. It's obviously a woman's shirt, and we paid $2, sold for $15.95. Really, really light shipper. So this one is right at 4 ounces, if I remember. The smalls go under 4 ounces, and then the XLs are over 4 ounces. But we're making not as much money on this one, about $7. And then we're making $10 on some of them, and we bought 150 of them. Hey, I've got 2 more items that sold in the back, and then a bunch of stuff that sold in the eBay cave. I'm going to show it to you real quick, but I have this dilemma, and since I try to be fairly transparent out there, I had somebody ask me about the pipes that I bought. I bought pipes at 2 different garage sales, one giant lot and then one smaller one. They're like, how come you haven't sold any? Are they not selling? Do you not have them listed? What's the deal? They said they see them back here. And so I wanted to talk about those real quick, and then I want to go in the back and show you the 2 things that sold back there. All right, so I grabbed this lot, and I wanted to show it to you. This happens. So let's just face it. As resellers, this just happens. You buy something, and you know they'll sell, and then they sit there, and they're like, man, that looks like a lot of work. You got to go through, and you got to look up all the ones just, individually. Or unless, I know a little bit about pipes. So there's some of these I'll just look at the name on them, and I'll set them to the side knowing they're not worth that much. But then there's some that I don't know the name on, or they look unique, like this one. And I'll look that up, and I'll see if it's got any unique value to itself. Looks like the rubber's coming off of that. And I'll sell them separately. And that just happens. And so this has been sitting there. But I have a method that I try to get rid of this stuff. I make myself, when I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is listing 10 things a day, which I have not been doing lately. I've been getting in about 6. If I do that, then I usually make myself list one thing that I don't want to list. And this would be in that category. And then I make myself list something that's large. And then the other 8 things, doesn't matter. Just list whatever. And so this is on my things that I don't want to list. And probably what I'll do is I'll probably pull out 3 or 4, sell them separately, maybe 1 or 2, and then I'll break it into 2 lots. I'll put everything that's kind of like, I don't want to say the worst ones, but they all got to be in pretty good shape, and I'll put them in a pile, and then I'll pick like 6 out, and I'll sell it with this thing. It's probably what I'll do. And I might even auction it. I might auction both of them off, actually, just to get them out of here. I could make more doing one-offs. But I think I'm already in the pure profit on both of these garage sales. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Save myself a little bit of work, cost myself a little bit of money, but they won't be sitting in this box over here on the other side of the Commonwealth cabin and having people ask me questions about them. All right, so let's take a look at the 2 things back here that sold. This is the first one right here. And you may remember me picking this up at the Everything's a Dollar sale. Bizarro Kevin was at that sale with me. Matter of fact, he told me about it. This is the double 6-packer. Paid $1 for it. It is not in great shape. I paid $1 for it because I thought I was going to sell it at my antique booth. And I'm like, you know what? It's not perfect condition, but I think it'll sell on eBay. And there are some of these out there sell for $25, $30 plus shipping. I put mine out there for $20, and it took a while to sell. But it's a unique one. Double 6-packer, and that's exactly what it is. See how the condition's not great, but it did sell. $20 plus shipping. All right, next one is the pair of shoes that I was talking about. The pair of shoes that I hate selling, but I love when they sell. And I think it's in this one, but I could be wrong. Nope, that's not it. That's women's. This should be Iowa. There they are right there. And my wife usually picks up shoes at Goodwill. I don't usually do it. Occasionally when I'm out there garage selling, if I'm not finding anything, I will pick them up. I think this is a pair of boys' shoes. I think. Yep, boys. And these sold for, well, they look like they're brand new. I don't remember buying them. I bet I did, but I don't remember it. These sold for $15 plus shipping. All right, we're gonna go inside. We had a few sales inside on the eBay cave, and then we had one sale out of the Homeschool Hustler store, and we'll bring somebody out and tell you about that. Let's go. Hey, we had a early Hallmark keepsake ornament sale. You know, last year at this time, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a dresser back here. You know, yeah, I guess you can see it. I'm pointing at it right here. And I painted it back in the day. It was a freebie. It was a giveaway. And I painted it for my oldest boy when he loved Spider-Man. I painted it Spider-Man colors. Anyways, but I put it in here because it fit perfectly in this little cubby back here. And I fill up that top drawer and sometimes the second drawer with Christmas stuff. Christmas ornaments, Christmas smalls. And last year at this time, I had a whole giant drawer full. I couldn't even stuff it in there. I had to put it in boxes up here. And that's awesome heading into Christmas. Well, this year I don't have it. So I'm living off of that stuff that didn't sell last Christmas. But this one's pretty good. A lot of these keepsake ornaments just don't sell. So I go and put them in my antique booths. And they sell okay in there, you know, $1 or $2, nothing special. But I buy them in lots. And this one, however, I bought a giant box of this stuff for $2. And I mean, I made a profit. I was in the profit after selling one item. And I've sold, I don't know, I wouldn't say hundreds, but maybe approaching 100 of them on eBay. And then probably 50 to 60 in the antique booth. This little guy was a pretty good one. Originally only retailed for $5.95 or $5.75. But they sell for $9. And, you know, I mean, come on. It's Christmas, it's Hallmark, it's Santa Claus, and it's Coca-Cola. You know, pretty hard to go wrong with that one. $9. And I think there was like 8 or 9 of these. So $9 free shipping. Obviously, it'll go out. I'll put it in a 4x4x4 box is probably what I'll put it in. And it'll go out really cheap. All right, little surprise. Blue Ridge Mama listed this one. I mean, it's a gray Under Armour shirt in terrific condition. Loose, large. It fits me. She should have given it to me. Oh well, $8.50 plus shipping. That was the only one of these shirts right here that didn't go out with the 15% off sale. So that 15% off sale for old merchandise, especially clothing, has paid off a little bit. It's given us a little bit of room. Sold one thing yesterday off that sale. Sold a few things today. So I've got a little bit of space to bring in some of the things I've been buying. One of the oldest Liberty shirts I've had in my store. It's because it's a little bit, see how the red kind of bled in? Well, you probably can't see it. So we had to put it on discount. Went for $8.50. Free shipping. So it's a 50-cent buy. But at least it's gone. Usually the ones that have Sparky on them sell pretty good, but this one didn't. This is a Uncle Dave freebie lot. When the shutdown happened, they were cleaning out their house, and he's like, hey, I got a giant tub full of stuff. You want it? I'm like, definitely. It's a Franco Zice. Never really heard of it. I'm sure it's a good brand. Made in Italy, 100% cotton. It's just a t-shirt. Made in Italy t-shirt. $12.21 plus shipping. And a Nike dry fit football shirt, $19 free shipping. When Blue Ridge Mama finds those and they're in good shape, and they're all over the place because we're not too far away from that university, she picks them up and we end up making good money. You know, $19. So let's say it's $3 in fees, $4 to buy shirts, $7 in, $4 to ship, $11. You know, you're making $8 on that shirt, and you can find them all the time. All right, we have cracked the 200 mark here. It says 199 more to go, even though we have more than that because we have some misfits out there, and then a few more actually, believe it or not. So a little bit more than 199. This one's going out to Bobby Joe, I think. This one's going out to Bobby Joe. We got one going out to Jared and one going out to Jeremy. So thank y'all very much for your purchase, and we hope this guy gets some things moving in your store. We appreciate it. All right, I think we have one little plush that sold for the Homeschool Hustlers. I am loving selling plush. Let me know in the comments, are you selling the heck out of plush lately? Plush is selling very well for us over the last couple of months, and I'm running a little bit low of it, to be honest with you. I used to have that thing stuffed in there full of plush, no pun intended, and now it's running a little low, so I gotta go out and find me some plush. At any rate, thank y'all for joining us. Join us out there in just a second, and we can't wait to see you next time. We got Reagan with us today, and you made a little sale out of your Homeschool Hustler store. And where did we get this one? Did we get this at the sale you went to with us?
Yeah.
I think we did. Blue Ridge Mama picked it up, I think. Turn it sideways for us. So we bundled this, so we paid next to nothing for it. So for $9, free shipping, and we'll just put that in a poly bag because it's not getting hurt, I don't think. So anyway, it's from Taco Bell. Yo quiero Taco Bell. Can you say that?
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
That's pretty good. All right, thanks for joining us.